So what do I actually have to do? Like, where do I go? What do I do to actually beat the DLC, I wonder? This is good progress, though, as a bonfire, I suppose. So I guess that one optional boss is breaking the bridge, but the boss that actually makes us beat the DLC. We know where she is, but not how to fight her. So I assume we just explore around until we, find stuff. And then it's like, oh, time to go fight her, I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know a word in German? Would you like to know a word in German? Would you, I was about to say, like, would you like to learn some German swears? But, one of the, I probably told this story before, but we had a kind of saying in my German class. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave then. Is doppelganger, that's one that I actually didn't know. I know about Zeitgeist. Was doppelganger actually a thing? Except it would be, if it's with an umlaut, it would be doppelganger? Or something like that? Is that, because I actually straight up didn't know that. Schadenfreude I knew about, though. Schadenfreude I definitely knew about, but I did not know about that first one there. Simple gem. Not your fault if you were put in French class. I very briefly took a beginner French class, but oh no. Or doppelganger. I straight up did not know this, honestly. Anyway, here's a story that I know I've told before. I don't know if I've told it during Dark Souls before, where oh, wait, no, this was this other way. We had a bit of a saying around my high school German class, a bit of a phrase that became like a bit of a meme, where somebody had asked the professor what, oh, I'm so used to freaking university, the term professor instead of teacher, I guess, but somebody asked the teacher, like, if you don't know something, you would ask what it is translated into German. And somebody asked for some sort of a project, like, what would on a higher level be? How would you say that something's on a higher level? And the teacher thought about it for a second. And then he eventually gave the answer of, auf ein höheres Niveau. You would say that something ist auf ein höheres Niveau, to say that it's on a higher level. And, me hablo un poco español. My oh my. I haven't seen Spanish for so long. And it somehow became like a little bit of a meme within the class. Like, there was some project that we had that was like a weird talk show project thing. And, one group named their talk show Auf ein höheres Niveau as a reference to that, as an example. And it's a phrase that people start very commonly using around the class. So there was a Secret Santa thing that went on in the class, and I decided to participate in it. And the name that I got was actually the teacher's name, and I wasn't sure what to do. It was during a time that I was a little bit more creative in terms of like artsy stuff that I was making, because it was around the time that I first painted this hat and such. So I felt like a little bit more crafty during that time than any other time in my life, I guess. So I decided I'd make something for him. So I got a whole bunch of like craft stuff, and I basically made him a trophy, essentially, is what I made him. And I wrote on it. I made like a kind of fake plaque thingamabob with my very limited artsy skills. And it read, if I remember exactly what, gosh darn it, exactly what it read. It was für ein Lehrer, das auf ein höheres Niveau ist. Darn you! For a teacher that's on a higher level. I don't know if that's the exact grammar anymore, but it was something like that-ish. Okay, I can step on these, thank goodness. So if you want to know one thing in German, you can know auf ein höheres Niveau. And I once presented a trophy I made myself. I don't know if I have any photos of it anywhere. Maybe I do. I'd have to like really search for it and stuff though. Hi, silly doggy. Once made a trophy that read für ein Lehrer, das auf ein höheres Niveau ist. Bippity bop. Oh, don't you dare knock me off this cliff. I told that in Metroid Fusion. Für einen Lehrer, der auf einem höheren Niveau ist. Okay, that's probably the proper grammar. I remember the version that I actually put together did have proper grammar. I remember I asked my Oma what the proper grammar was to make sure that I for sure got it right for the sake of that thingamabob. And looking at that there, that is probably what it read. It was probably that. Most likely. Most likely. I don't know how to get into there. What to do. But yeah. Love how you pronounce the umlaut. Whoa. What are you doing? Whoa. Whoa. Oh my. Stay out of that, I guess. Not even gonna try spelling that word? What, niveau? The only reason that I even know about that word is because of it becoming like a common term around my high school German class. It became like a bit of a meme around that class. Where am I going? What am I doing? Have I been down there before? I don't even know. Anglophones also love the German word über. Something went über the other something. I guess I'll go this way for now. Up we go, I suppose. Up we go. I need to call my Uber. No, that's something very different there. Ow! Don't hit me with the blue. I hate the blue. Darn you. Don't. Stop trying to hit me with the blue. Stop. Stop with the blue. Stop with the blue. No more blue. Get it out of here. Be gone. Jeez. What's going on over here, huh? Whoa. No. 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 Ah. It's around this way, right? So I can make that jump. Or I can attempt that jump without dying, but like I do fall to a lower level. I mean, I could potentially fall off the cliff by accident. But like, meh. Meh, meh, meh. Okay. Running. Man, there's gotta be a thingamabob here. Whoa! No! Ah! Well, I'm not going for it anymore, I guess. There might be some other way onto there, I don't care. I guess I don't care too much. Why is my nose getting itchy? I've got allergies to using very tiny smidges of German for the first time in forever. I should find some freaking German Twitch streamers to tune into. There was a time a year or two ago where I was browsing more frequently, looking for some German Twitch streamers I could tune into, but I haven't in a while. I haven't tuned into a whole lot of other Twitch streams in general in a while, apart from, you know, like my immediate friendos and such. Hi. No! That is actually so mean. That is actually... Wow. Why true adventurers always have ropes to get over cliffs and stuff. If only I brought some rope. Well, that sucks. Yep. You gotta love fall damage, huh? You fall like a very tiny bit and you step on like a pebble at the bottom and you just die. Look at copies of Metroid Zero Mission online yesterday. The cheapest one you found was above 1,000, you think? My goodness gracious. Well, that's and that's the way that Nintendo would like to have you pay for games, unless you go through their overpriced alternatives for when they're available. When/if they're available for, you know, whatever X game, which it isn't in that case. Yet. I guess there's the Wii U Virtual Console, but like, the way Nintendo handles their classic games is so freaking dumb. Away we go. Unboxing used as well as getting the Wii U one. Well, sounds reasonable to pay that amount instead of using a free copy on the internet. Yep. That sounds like the way more reasonable option there. See you later. That's how much fall damage I'd take from that, huh? Is this the, that one other roof? No, it's something different. Stop! Momokar's back again. You want maybe not? Gosh darn it. Well, this sucks, doesn't it? Oh, this is that other roof. Okay. This better be good. I don't have any earthly idea what I can use this for. Stop with the blue! Unbelievable. Always trying to hit me with the blue. I can't believe this. Dieses Blau ist nicht auf ein höheres Niveau. Auf das bin ich sicher. Okay. Well, I guess I'll yoink this thingamabob. Soul of a Weary Warrior. I was about to say, what do you bet this collapses when I step on it? Guess not. Too big of a difference. Only $699 compared to 1,000 something. Well, it'd be a lot more than that if you have to buy the console, which isn't even, you know, the most recent hardware. So, you know, the hell. Should I use the most reliable form of damage in Dark Souls? The plunge attack? The plunge attack failed me. This does not seem like a good place to be. This very much does not seem like a good place to be. I love your picture of the man in the desert to describe Nintendo's handling of their legacy titles because it's absolutely accurate. I'm glad you like the analogy there. Yeah, it was, I don't know when or how it came to mind, but it just did, I guess. Running. We have places to be, I suppose. Because, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're controlling the desert. And making only the one option available. So you have to do that. You know? Unless you're willing to do, you know, stuff that I'm probably not allowed to... I don't know how much you're allowed to mention it on, like, as a content creator kind of thing. You're probably allowed to mention, like, sure, you can emulate things, but you'd have to have, like, a disclaimer that, like, only if you, actually own the physical game itself or something. I don't know. I don't think it's the kind of thing that I'd wind up getting in trouble with. I mean, the games that I've emulated on the channel here have all been ones that I've, have almost all been ones that I've actually owned. Like, there was that situation with Paper Mario where I emulated it specifically before the Switch version came out, for example, so... You know, but any game that's, like, semi-recent that I emulate on the channel are games that I actually own. I can say that for certain. Oop. Okay. Where's your friend at? Oh, there's a thing over there. Here's a high price, but it's better than the alternative Superman? Huh, what? I don't understand what you mean there. Boopity bop. Okay. Wee! Ow! So dang rude. So dang rude. Woo! Spam roll! Well, do I really want to see what's through the door number 1? But yeah, also regarding all that this is a DP remake, not a Platinum remake, just have imagined Nintendo releasing their Link's Awakening remake in black and white. People being like, this is a Link's Awakening remake, not a Link's Awakening DX remake. That's an analogy I honestly hadn't thought of, but it cracks me up to think of. Like, when it comes to the whole Diamond Pearl situation, I don't know why people say it's a DP remake, not a Platinum remake, as if that somehow defends it. Like, why would you remake the inferior game over the superior game? It just doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why people use that as, like, defense for oh, that's why it's the way that it is. You see, they remade the inferior game, not the superior game. Honestly, I kind of want to use that analogy in the freaking Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl essay now, if that's a-okay. Because that Link's Awakening analogy actually cracks me up, I'm gonna be honest. Quite frankly. Boobity bop. Yeah, there was that whole situation with a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and the Battle Frontier and such. Sure, well, I appreciate it. Only ever pirated one game, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Played for a bit, but found a legitimate copy a few months later. It was funny. There was the video editing software that I use nowadays. When I first started getting, like, really into video editing, it was when I was still basically, like, a kiddo and, you know, I couldn't really afford good software and such. So, like, the first good editing software that I got when I was, like, in early junior high or something like that was a thing that I pirated. But I got, let me guess, it only opens from the other side or not. But, like, however long later when I actually, you know, had a job and work and I had money and I started as a content creator, it's like, oh, I've been using this software like that for super long. It's only right that I get it for real. So I got it for real. I've been using it, like, ever since I became a content creator. Was the thing. So, like, that was a case where, you know, I got that just because it was a time in my life where I just straight up couldn't afford, like, good software. But when the day came that I actually could, I bought it legitimately, and I've bought a few different versions of it since then. So, Camtasia has gotten a good several $100s from me. has been the thing. So they're probably not too butthurt about the initial days when I couldn't afford it yet, I imagine. Oh my good gracious. Because I own 3 versions of Camtasia now, and each version is at least a couple $100. So, they've gotten quite a fair share of monies from me. Probably more than I would have liked to have given, but, oh well. I'll honestly take that over freaking Adobe's thingamabob. There's a site that I sometimes go to that just always posts like a whole bunch of parody, meme, fake kind of news articles. And there was one that I saw recently where it's like, forgotten Adobe subscription accidentally ruins years worth of financial planning. And it's like, yeah, that's why I'd rather not do Adobe, but
Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth.
Sir Vilhelm. Is he gonna have a Wilhelm scream? Except this is Vilhelm instead of Wilhelm. What? Do you want to not, maybe? Ow. Ah, my nose is itchy at the worst time. This is really the time to glug glug. It was not the time to glug glug. Holy crap, it is so not the time to glug glug. But you know what is the time to glug glug? Right now. Vilhelm. Oh, Vilhelm, we were just talking about German earlier. The stream. There was one of the people that I grew up with that I'll be meeting soon at this restaurant is someone that I haven't seen in a long time, and his name was William, but in German classes we called him Wilhelm, or we just called him Will, but like we would sometimes call him Wilhelm for funsies. Jump off the edge, do it! I dare you, coward. Jump off the edge. You know, I'm gonna glug, whatever. Don't think I won't. No, I don't trust it. Glug. Thank goodness you can't glug. Woo! Come on. Be gone, Wilhelm. No. Glug. I'm gonna run a Estes here. Oh, he can't glug, but he can heal there. No. No, come on. Are you kidding me right now? Wilhelm the Conqueror is Wilhelm der Eroberer in German, so that's fitting. Huh. News to me. Things I didn't know, but... Freaking Wilhelm. I was so dang close. He was like one hit. As things always are in Dark Souls. Things are always one hit and then they kill you. That's the rule. Do you mind? And then I took a sword to the ankle, I guess, or something. You didn't pursue me, did you? Am I losing my mind? Imagine like BDSP, like a shopkeeper selling some poorly made apples a few years ago, but then improves on their growing style to create a truly delicious fruit to sell. Then a decade later, they sell the original apples for a far greater price while completely ignoring what they added to make it better, while also introducing methods of growing it, like they did another fruit that no one likes. Yeah, I mean...
Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed.
Every secret must be unearthed? Tell that to the FNAF community. Ow! Stop! Thank goodness I actually ran up the stairs and not, you know, accidentally hitting the wall beside the stairs like I honestly thought I would. Aha! No! No! Darn you! Drop it. Haha! I read them! I read them like a book! I got out my library card. I got some hard... But they didn't grow it like Sword and Shield, though, was the thing. They grew it in a completely different way than Sword and Shield, I would argue. Is the thing. Well... man. Man! Well... Having so much fun in the sun right now, let me tell you, screw this guy in particular. All right, let's keep on going here. Squeezy! Do you mind? Ah! Magnesium's not expandable was not expendable, I assume. That oh come on! Favorite decision, Gen 5 did. Yeah.
Time and time again.
Yeah, I know you have. What? I didn't stun you at all. Yeah.
Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed
Yeah.
truth. But in
Man.
I trust you've learned your lesson. In self-recall, venting curiosity could be your cross.
Well. As is the case with like any Dark Souls boss or mini boss or whatever have you, it's always the rule that I'll bring it down to last hit on the first attempt and then die, and then every further attempt I'll get nowhere near. It's just the rule. This is the rule. I don't know why it is, but it's just the rule. This guy also always hits me. Yup. There it is. There's your spider bum now, so you're off. You'll be in Discord when you get back. Enjoy your stream. All right, enjoy Spooder Moon there. Reggie Bump. I hope to see it sometime soon as well. It does look purtish nice and such. It does definitely look purtish nice. Come on! Ah! What wizardry do you use to actually stream 25 hours? When you were still streaming, you got... Oh, come on! I play this game when stuff like this isn't happening, first and foremost. Headaches around the 3-hour mark, and I was completely finished after 4 hours. How does one have this stamina? This current stream is apparently at 2.5, but I mean, it was also the 5th time that I had pushed a 24-hour stream. That was technically the first time I did 25, but you know, I had experience for from the previous times doing it and whatnot. But I don't know. Nishar, did you start out on YouTube? And I don't know if you've done things on other platforms. When you say streaming, I assume you mean like YouTube streaming. So I imagine doing like pre-recorded content and doing that kind of thing as your main content first and foremost, and then streaming. Because for me, it could well be because I started as a streamer first and foremost, and I wasn't even doing playthroughs when I started. I was doing freaking Smash Bros. Viewer games, was the thing. I was playing Jigglypuff in Smash 4, and I was doing viewer games where people stopping by could face me. And I was doing that for like hours on end, was the thing. That was how my content started. I only started doing playthroughs later. And how my YouTube started was as a place to like archive my playthroughs. It's only later that I started doing other kinds of content. Because I wanted something that would set out my YouTube apart from my Twitch. Some content that's exclusive to my YouTube. No! Gosh darn it! So I experimented with a lot of different things. I made like Fire Emblem guides for a while. I made Dead by Daylight guides for a while. Eventually I settled on video essays, but yeah, so it's like I started out Twitch streaming. Well, I was technically a YouTuber way back when. With the content that technically still exists because I could never remember my password to the old account, but I'm literally never sharing what it is. Like, I'll pass on that. Nobody gets to know. Nobody gets to know. Bring it to my grave now. Come on! Darn you, Vilhelm. Ah, why did my nose have to be so itchy right now? Come on. I'm gonna die now. Just you watch. Come on. One more. Ah. Thank goodness gracious. Contraption key, onyx blade. I assume contraption key is very important. Most likely. Probably. Yeah, how's one of the stamina for a marathon? You get tired just thinking about going down the stairs. Yeah, I started doing playthroughs in 2008 and moved on to streams around 2017-ish. Gotcha. Is there a whole lot of stuff that you're still doing nowadays? I've had a look at the channel here and there from time to time. But yeah. When reality thinks hard game is too hard, makes your eyes itchy to adjust to the difficulty curve. Sir, certainly can. Hey look, the thingmerbob. Too easy. Certainly can. Boopity bop, the thingmerbobs. The stuff and stuff. Yeah, it could well be because I started out with like Twitch streaming and then branched out to doing you know, exclusive stuff to YouTube, mostly with video essays. I am trying out YouTube series that actually have editing in them, like with Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach that I've been doing with Chuck lately. So those two things lately have been my experiment into becoming, like, you know, a YouTuber in terms of playthroughs, as opposed to this thing that I'm doing where I just like stream it and cut up into parts, you know. But, and it is an interesting change of pace, and I might in the future try to find like a balance between streaming and doing that. We shall see. But yeah, not really. Ever since you became a teacher, your life was basically over. Gotcha. At least enjoying teaching though, I hope.
I feel the scent of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke.
I don't know who that is. I can show you flame.
'Tis good. When this is done, may I return.
I'm gonna adjust my microphone here a little bit.
Thanks to thee.
Okay. Do your playthroughs on YouTube, so you're fine if you continue that way. Well, I'm glad to hear it, but yeah, I do still want to try, like, there's the Minecraft stuff that is actually going to be, like, the super highly edited stuff for the sake of, having a series like that and telling a unique story through it. The, Five Nights stuff is more akin to, like, what I might expect from, like, other YouTubers in terms of, like, an intermediate level of editing and whatnot. Like, I showed it earlier in the stream, but I can turn it on again briefly. Like this, for example. This was the project of recording session number 2 for FNAF, which happens to be episodes 4 to 6, for example. So this was like episode 6, so it's too laggy for me to properly show it. This was E6 over here. Here's 5, and this was 4 over here. You can just barely see the break in the middle. It's just because I wanted each one to start at the perfect hour mark so I can see like how far into the hour they go to actually know their true length and such. And episode 4 is just slightly shy of an hour because it's a hella long one. So it's like, you know, not like crazy amounts of editing, but like an intermediate kind of amount. Like, I guess it's Minecraft stuff that is like the super crazy kind of stuff. Like I'm working on episode 4 right now. Only the first one is actually published at the moment, but 2 and 3 are mostly done. Yeah, this is where things go a bit harder. Oh, I just realized this is gonna take forever to load, so I might not be able to show it. This is gonna take 3,000 years to load. Maybe I will show it later, or maybe I won't. Who knows? But yeah, too much work. It's the reason why I haven't streamed for a week and a half. That and wrapping up my classes. Do you know what I'm honestly debating about shredding now? Like, for my astronomy class, I did it here, like at my desk. I did it remotely. But they still want you to do it like on paper and such and write down your answers and stuff. So I have my full astronomy final here where it was 3 hours of just astronomy stuff. So this semester's done. Part of me just wants to take this and just destroy it. This is what part of me is tempted to in a way. Just be like, yes, it's done, you know. But yeah, let's see here. And teaching sucks during COVID times, but otherwise it's great. Gotcha. Yeah, I can imagine it not being the best during COVID. Why do I have allergies? This just randomly happens when I stream sometimes. I don't know why. But yeah, but welcome back, Mortis. Things are alrighty here. We're figuring things out, I guess. Okay, contraption does not move.